Hi students, welcome in chemistry classes. We are studying about the stereochemistry. In our last lecture, we have seen about the homotopic, enantiotopic, diastereotopic and constitutionally heterotopic ligands. And we have seen topicity. Okay. Now we have to see some questions that has been asked in the GAT, CSIR, NET and IIT JAM exams. Because this topic is quite important and several questions from this particular topics are asked. Okay. So you should know how we can solve these questions in a easy manner. Okay, there are also short tricks that I have given in my previous lecture, so you can watch that video firstly and then you can go towards this video. Okay, so see here this very interesting question from GAT 2006 question paper. Here we have given this structure and we have to identify about these three hydrogen atoms. Okay, what is the relation between them? Okay, so see here, for this structure we should know something about this structure. This is the Norbornene structure. Okay, here this is a 6-membered ring. Okay, this is a 6-membered ring, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 carbon atom, right? And here this C4 and this C1 carbon atoms are joined together by a methylene bridge, right? This is the carbon atom. Okay, at which the two hydrogens are attached in this manner, right? So we can name them H, HX and HY. Okay, now see here, there are another hydrogen atoms that are present at the axial as well as at the equatorial position. Okay, so we can name them H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6, H7 and H8. These are all hydrogen atoms, right? And there is one hydrogen atom here and this will be above the plane, right? And this will be below the plane. Okay, this is not given to us, but you should remember that this is below the plane and this is above the plane. Okay, now we should know about these all hydrogen atoms. Okay, see here, in this molecule, if we have to identify these two hydrogen atoms, see here, these two are attached to this one carbon atom bridge. This is a 2 carbon atom bridge. These are 2 carbon atoms and this is also a 2 carbon bridge, right? And this is 1 carbon bridge, right? So at the 1 carbon atom, these two hydrogens are attached. Now you can see here that these two hydrogens are attached to same carbon atom. So these are not constitutionally heterotopic, right? Now we can put here an axis passing through this carbon atom and the center of this molecule. There is an axis, right? This axis is in this manner. There is a C2 axis. Okay, and we can rotate about this axis, this molecule in this manner, right? So when we are rotating this, what will happen? We can rotate it easily. So these two hydrogens can interchange, right? So these two hydrogens are homotopic because there is a axis of symmetry here. There is a axis of symmetry. Okay, so these two hydrogens HX and H5 are homotopic. I am firstly giving you the whole explanation about the all hydrogen atoms present here, right? Okay, now look at these hydrogen atoms. This one and this one are enantiotopic. Why these are enantiotopic? Because firstly they are cis to each other and whenever they are cis they will be enantiotopic. And secondly you can see here there is a plane of symmetry that is passing in this manner vertically through this molecule. From the center of this molecule there is a plane that is passing. So what will happen? This hydrogen and this hydrogen will reflect each other, right? So H1 and H3 will be enantiotopic. Similarly, this H2 and H4 will also reflect each other, so they will be enantiotopic, right? Now, if we talk about this H3 and H4 that is asked in this question paper, these two hydrogen, these are trans to each other. One is at the axial position and another at the equatorial position, right? Two are trans to each other, so these are diastereotopic. Similarly, if we talk about H1 and H2, then they will also be distereotopic, right? And if we rotate this molecule by the C2 axis, then what will happen? This molecule will rotate. Okay, so this H9 and H10 will also interchange their position. So this H9 and H10 will be homotopic. Similarly, if we talk about this H1 and H6, they will reflect each other. They will interchange the position. They will not reflect. They will interchange their position. When we are rotating about the C2 axis, they will interchange their positions, right? So H1 and H6 will also be homotopic, right? So now in the question paper, we have asked about the only three hydrogens, HB, HA and HC. And here we can see that this HA and HB are distereotopic. So our this option HA and HB are distereotopic. This will be the right answer. Okay, and if any one other hydrogen is asked, then you can give the answer of that also. Okay, so this thing will be now very clear. Okay, now see this question from CSIR NET December 2016 question paper. We have given this molecule and we have to identify whether these two methyl groups are homotopic or distereotopic, enantiotopic or constitutionally heterotopic, right? So for this, what we have to do? Firstly, we have to see simply the short tricks. So firstly, we have to see whether there is an axis of symmetry or not. You can see in this molecule, if I am passing this axis through this molecule, here is a C2 axis present in this molecule. How this C2 axis is present? See here. If I am rotating about this axis, this molecule in this manner, right? If I am rotating in this manner by 180 degree, then what will happen? This methyl group will go here and this methyl group will come here, right? Similarly, this phenyl group will go here and this phenyl group will come here, right? And we know that by the 180 degree rotation, the group that is above the plane will go below the plane, right? And the group that was below the plane will come above the plane, right? So see here, if I am making this structure again after the 180 degree rotation, then what we are getting here? See here, this methyl group is going here, so it will go back side, right? And this methyl group will come in front of. Okay, so this is right. Now this group will go below the plane, right? This group is going here, okay, and it is going below the plane, and this group is going here and it will be above the plane. Okay, so we are getting this structure. Now you can match both the structures are same, so the two methyl groups are homotopic. Okay, so this question is such easy, right? Now see this question from the June 2013 question paper. Okay, we have given this molecule. Now look at this molecule and we have to identify that these two hydrogens are homotopic, enantiotopic, distereotopic or constitutionally heterotopic. So firstly, see this thing that the two hydrogens are attached to the same carbon atom. So they cannot be constitutionally heterotopic, right? Now if I am passing a axis of symmetry through this molecule, if I am passing an axis in this manner and I am rotating about this, then what will happen? See here, both the phenyl groups are present above the plane, right? So when I am rotating, this will go below the plane and this will also go below the plane. So when we are getting a structure in which both the phenyl groups will be below the plane, it means there is no C2 axis present, right? So here in this molecule there is no axis of symmetry, right? So these two hydrogens cannot be homotopic. Now if I am replacing, we can see here is a plane. There is a plane of symmetry, right? And we can reflect these two hydrogens by this plane of symmetry. So these two hydrogens will be enantiotopic. And there is also another thing what we can replace. Firstly, I have seen that there is a plane of symmetry. Then I am replacing one by one. Firstly, I am replacing this HA by the X. So what we are getting? See here. Okay, and now what we have to do? we have to replace this Hb by the X. Okay, so what we are getting, I am writing here. See here. Now this hydrogen will be replaced. Okay, so we are getting this structure. Now you can see here that these two molecules are mirror images of each other, non-superimposable mirror images. Okay, so the two hydrogens Ha and Hb are enantiotopic. So if you know the concept, then you can do such type of questions very easily, right? Okay, now see this question from CSIR NET June 2016 question paper. Here we have to find out whether these two hydrogens Ha and Hb are homotopic, enantiotopic, diastereotopic or constitutionally heterotopic. Okay, so for this, firstly you should see this whole structure. You can see this is the biphenyl system. This is the biphenyl system, okay, to which this is the carbon atom attached and these two hydrogens are attached to it, right? And we know that the biphenyl system, when it is differentially substituted, when the bulky groups are attached to it, then it is a chiral system, right? I will give you another video in which I will give you all the important aspects about the biphenyl system. Okay, so firstly you should remember here that if the bulky groups are attached to the biphenyl system, then it is chiral, right? Now to this chiral system, this carbon atom is attached. Okay, and if I am replacing one of the hydrogen by the another group, then what we are getting? We are getting a new chiral center. Suppose we are substituting this hydrogen by the X group, by the chlorine group, then here this carbon will also become the chiral system, right? So this will be chiral and this system is also chiral. So the two hydrogens are diastereotopic, right? What I have told you in our previous lecture, that if a new chiral center is generated in the adjacent of the previous chiral center, then the two hydrogens, the two groups are diastereotopic, and we can understand this with the help of replacement. Suppose I am replacing this one by one. Okay, so what we are getting, see here. This is our biphenyl system, right? And this is the carbon atom to which the two groups are attached. Now firstly I am replacing this Ha. Okay, so when we are replacing it here, suppose this is replaced by Cl group, okay, and this will remain as it is. This is the hydrogen atom, right? Now suppose we are replacing the another group, another hydrogen atom by the chlorine, then what we are getting? Now what will happen? Here will be hydrogen and at this is above the plane, okay, and this is below the plane. So now this chlorine will be below the plane, okay, here it was above the plane. So we are getting this system. Now you can see that two molecules, these are not same molecules and these are not enantiotopic, these are not enantiomers. Why these are not enantiomers? Because these are not mirror images of each other, okay. So the two hydrogens here are diastereotopic, okay. Now the thing will be very clear, okay. Now some examples I am giving you. See here, this molecule. If we have to find out these two hydrogen atoms, Ha and Hv, this is the another molecule, you can see here. So first thing what we have to see, that the two hydrogens are attached to the same carbon atom, okay. So these are not constitutionally heterotopic, okay. Then we have to see there is a C2 axis present in this molecule. There is a axis of symmetry. We can rotate about this C2 axis. Then what will happen? This group will go here and this will go here. Okay. So this will come below the plane and this will go above the plane. Okay. So C2 axis is present. So the two hydrogens are here homotopic. Right. Similarly, if I am seeing the another structure. Okay, now we have to identify whether these two hydrogens are heterotopic or homotopic or anisotropic or diastereotopic. So what we have to do, see here, firstly these two are attached to the same carbon, so these are not constitutionally heterotopic. Okay, and here a C2 axis is present. You can see, firstly you should see that both the groups are attached to the same carbon atom or not. If they are attached to same carbon atom, then they are not constitutionally heterotopic, right? Then there is a C2 axis present. Okay, here is present. Why? Because if I am rotating about this axis, this molecule, then what will happen? See here, if I am rotating it by 180 degree, then what will happen? This group will come here, okay, and it will be now above the plane. Sorry, this will be above the plane. Okay, and this group is going here, so it will be now below the plane. Because after 180 degree rotation, the group that is above the plane will go below and the below group will come above. Okay, and this group will now come here. This will be now below the plane. Okay, and this group is coming here, so it will be now above the plane. It means we are getting the same structure, so the both hydrogens are homotopic, right? So in this way you have to do the questions. These are all the examples that I can give you from the homotopic, heterotopic ligands and anisotropic and diastereotopic ligands. Okay, in our next video we will see some more questions. I have to do all the questions based on the stereochemistry. Okay, and I am giving you one by one the examples, so stay with us. You can do all the questions yourselves, right? In our next video we will see how to solve the questions based on whether we have to find out the compounds are enantiomers, diastereomers, homomers. Okay, so for this I will give you some examples in the next video. Then we will see the R and S nomenclature. Okay, so stay with us and comment. Thank you.